Good morning, everybody. We're going to try this cricket thing for the second time. I told you I was going to come back out with the crickets in the morning and give it another try. And that's what we're doing now. This is the very next day from the first video with crickets. So this will be the second video with crickets and a blue cup. That's right. Love whiskey in the morning. Some people wake and bake. Well, I don't smoke, so that's my wake and bake right there. I'll be back in a minute. Let me get a cricket on the line. I've never had this hard of a time trying to catch a fish. And every time I try to catch a cricket, I always end up with the little ones. How come the big ones don't jump right in your hand like the little ones do? Oh, you crawl back in my hand, huh? Yep. Never ever have I had this much trouble trying to catch a fish. Cricket fishing might not be for me, folks. That's what I'm thinking. Well, I'm getting bite though. I think they're taking it right off the freaking hook. I mean, they don't stay on the hook too easy. I mean, too good. They don't stay alive very long. I don't know. Man, there's fish right here. I can see them moving around. Throw my bait out there, right where they're at, but nothing fucking happens. Sprinkler system came on. That's probably what you hear over there. Yeah. I throw out a fresh cricket right where I know fish are at, and nothing happens. I enjoy using the doggone beetle spin and artificial baits and things like that. And I seem to catch more with those things than I am with these crickets. This sucks. Once again, this sucks. Cricket fishing. It's just, maybe this is the wrong lake. I don't know. Something ain't right, I'll tell you that. I can't freaking throw my bobber out there and let it sit for 5 minutes. That's bullshit. If something don't come up and get it within about a minute, it ain't going to. No. I ain't the kind of person to just sit there and wait half an hour looking at a bobber. The very next cast after I said that, I'm getting a bite. And I took it right out of his mouth. See, that's the problem. They get that damn cricket in their mouth. The cricket's so soft and falls apart so easy. Also, with using these crickets, my line seems to get twisted. Never had that problem before using lures or worms, but I don't know why my line seems to be getting twisted. And I don't want to add a swivel. I don't want to add any more to this. Now see there, I just casted lightly. Y'all saw it. Lost my cricket. It flew off. Let's put another one on and try again. I finally found some fish, folks. What a cricket. I finally found a nice fish. Nicer than the others. Yeah. Nice bluegill. Deep water. I caught, well, it's not that big. caught it in deep water. I'm right in the middle of the freaking lake. I dropped my hook down to about 2.5 feet below the bobber and threw a cricket out there. Finally, yeah. If this cricket fishing don't pick up and become a little bit more exciting, it's not for me. I need something more, interactive. Just throwing your bobber out there and hoping something is there. Yeah, I got ADD, folks. I like to add fish to the boat. No, actually, I throw them back. Okay, folks, I threw in the same spot. I'm getting a hit already, and my bait just landed. I believe there's an underwater structure here. Turtles are starting to surround me, but it's right out in front of my neighbor's dock, and it's probably some Christmas trees that he threw out here, because he mentioned to me he was going to throw some Christmas trees in the lake to make a fish habitat or a reef, someplace that he could catch fish easy from his dock. Anyway, that's where I'm at, and I think I'm over some Christmas trees or something. Took my bait. Let's try it again. Yep, we've got another bite, and we've lost another. No, we didn't lose another one. Still got my bait. That must be a turtle down there. Let's try her again. Something's got it. Oh, it's back up. Something took it down, it came back up. Something's got it again. I don't know what's going on here, folks. Something keeps taking my bobber down. And this is why I bring back half of a fish. I mean, half of a cricket. So there's a turtle down there. Messing with I should have brought my damn marshmallows. Could have got rid of them damn turtles with a couple marshmallows. Man. I can hear bass hitting all over the edge. If I were fishing the way I normally fish, I'd been catching all kinds of damn fish. Instead of sitting out here piddling around with these damn turtles and these freaking crickets. Well, this is an experiment anyway. It's all it's all good for science, I guess you could say. I don't know if there's any science to this. There's some science to this. Got one. Well, he's got a red belly, or orange belly bluegill. Is that the male or is that the female? Does anybody know? Put a comment below. Let's yeah, I'll show them to you. Is that orange on the belly? Now, I've always thought that it was a female and that was eggs. I don't know. What do y'all think? Does anybody know the difference? How to tell the difference? Let me know. Folks, the reason I'm here in this specific spot, right out in the middle of the lake, it's something odd for me. I usually fish the edges, but the other day, just for the hell of it, I threw a beetle spin right out into the middle, and I caught one immediately. So I did it again. I caught one immediately. I did it again. I started catching in the same spot. So that's what tells me that there's something underwater right here that's holding a lot of fish. It's a good spot, and I've figured out exactly where it's at. If you use landmarks like docks and stuff to kind of, I'm getting a hit. If you mark your positions, then yeah, you can find it again. I don't have no fish finder or none of that on here. I'll be back in a second. This little deeper water, I'm gonna call it a deep water structure. It's holding on to some bigger fish. I got another one already. It's nice to find a nice little honey hole out in the middle of nowhere. I'm gonna have to get me some structure, some tree structure, top of a tree or something, and bury it, sink it outside of my house, in front of my property, or behind my property anyway. There's another one. There's a nice little bluegill. Huh. Folks, I'm starting to restore my faith in these crickets. I was really excited about them at first. You know, when I had the idea to try crickets, I was pretty damn excited. And then I started getting discouraged, and I'm sure that you can see my discouragement. But since I found the right spot, I think that's the key to it, is being in the right spot. You can't just throw a cricket in and expect a damn fish to come from down there and get it. No, you got to be in the right spot, and I've learned that. This is a learning experience, and I think we're learning this together. I got another cricket on. Let's see what happens. That one's wanting to float, but it's over a good spot. It's over a good hole, so it should produce a fish. I'll be back, folks. I don't want to. I don't want y'all to get me wrong and think that the cricket is the key. I'm sure that I could be catching these damn things with a piece of bread, okay, or a worm. I just so happen to be using crickets this time, but I'm pretty positive that I could fish that same spot and do just as well with a piece of bread or a worm, or like yesterday, a beetle spin. Or not yesterday, the day before, I tore them up right there with beetle spin. Let's try this again. And it's putting out some halfway decent fish. I mean, they're not the largest bluegill that I've caught, but they're halfway decent. In a survival situation, you'd be happy to have one of those a day. Yeah, anybody would. We'll be back. And now they seem to be gone. It's just like, bam, they were on for a minute, and now they're gone. Nothing now for 5-10 minutes. Nothing. Same spot. Oh, turn off the camera. There's not going to be video. There's going to be a pause in my uploading, because tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow I'm leaving town. Imagine that, I'm leaving town. How many times do y'all hear that? I'm leaving town. I've got a DJ job this weekend. I'm leaving tomorrow, and I'll be back Sunday. I got another fish. Wow. And I don't have another fish. I guess I was a little too eager. Anyhow, what was I getting at? Yeah. There's going to be a day or two where you don't see a video. But I'm going to try to record as much as I can at this party I'm going to. It's a birthday party for a friend of mine, Sonny Break. Shout out to Sonny Break if he's watching. Happy birthday. And I'll be there for your party, buddy. I'm going to be your DJ. And we're going to have a good time. They got a mud bog set up. They dug a big old pit in the backyard for the trucks to go through, and we're going to play loud music. They've killed a hog. A big hog, too. There we go. They killed a big hog, and we're going to freaking cook the hog, and we're going to drink beer and whiskey, and we're going to party down. This one's just a small one. But he's hitting on that same spot. That same little spot right there in the middle of the lake. You can't see him because my hand's too big, but that's, yeah. Going back. Let's rebait and we'll be back. We'll be back. No, I'm not drunk. I ain't drank but that freaking much. Shit, I need to start drinking more. That's why I can't talk, because I haven't had anything to drink. There's too much blood in my alcohol stream. By the way, all the carrots in the cricket cage are gone. They ate them all. They were gone last night, pretty much before I went to sleep. Yep, here we go again, folks. Nope, I pulled it out of his mouth. That must be it. I don't know. How you gonna get it? How's your bobber's gonna go under with that on it? But when you set the line, nothing comes back. Must be a little one. Little tiny fish. Let's try it again. Yep, that didn't work. My cricket landed in the boat when I cast it. He's somewhere up there. I'll have to clean that out before it starts stinking. Nah. We'll be right back, folks. I need to rebait again. We got another one. Another fish. Another little baby fish. Another little fish. Now see, this one's yellow instead of orange. Does that mean he's been eating lemon drops? What's the deal? Some of them are yellow. Some of them are orange. Maybe that's their age. I don't know. If you know, please put a comment down below. Starting to have a good time, folks. The drink's starting to get down to that point to where I'm feeling a little good. And doggone, sun's coming up, so I better hurry up and get this going. I don't want to be out here in the damn freaking 100-degree. Yesterday it was horrible. 114 was high on my back porch. I don't know. I got this little new thermometer. Y'all seen it on the beginning of the last video. It keeps a record of the high and the low. So we'll check that and see. But for now, let's hurry up and fish. There's this special way that they say, that they, being the people on YouTube or whoever, whatever, you know, that you're supposed to hook this cricket through that back plate or whatever. It don't seem to hold. Okay, it's not working for me too well. So I'm just jamming the hook in wherever I can get it, and that seems to make them go. It fucks them up real good. Gets them going. And throw it out there like that. And that seems to be working. Forget what you've heard about how to hook a cricket to keep them alive. Send that son of a bitch out there in a seizure, and this is what happens. I mean, if you put a damn cricket on there, ooh, I got that cricket back. When I pulled him out of the water, the cricket flew back into the boat. I'm going to have to do some damn doctoring on him. He swallowed my hook. Yeah, but y'all send your cricket out there with a seizure, and you'll catch a fish. I know my neighbor probably made this fish habitat that I'm fishing. Mark, I know you mentioned that you were going to put some Christmas trees out, and I probably found your spot. Okay. I know you hate to have to freaking look out here in the morning and see me out here catching fish in front of your house, and then you have to go to work. It just eats you up, I know. Don't worry, I'm throwing them back, okay? You'll be able to catch them tonight when you come home from work. Ain't no problem. I'm gonna build me one over at my place. So for long, maybe next year, this time next year, I'll have me a reef let's call it a reef, an underwater tree. But I ain't gonna use Christmas trees. No, I'm gonna do something better. Yeah. And if I'm wrong, and this is not his fish habitat that he planted out here, I'm sure he's going to see me parked here fishing, and he's going to learn. He's then going to learn that there's fish right here in this spot. If he don't already know, I'm sure he probably already knows. Yeah. But if not, I'm sure he sees me, because all the time he hollers at me when he sees me fishing. There's no fish out there. I caught them all. All the time. I hear him screaming at me when I'm trying to fish. Mark, don't scream at me when I'm fishing, please. I like to fish in peace and quiet. Unless you want to be picked up on video, because this has a very, very, very sensitive microphone. Yeah. My viewers will hear you hollering and screaming. Yeah, let's fish. Turn off the camera. Getting another bite. The boat's starting to spin around. The boat. It's the boat. The canoe's starting to turn around a little bit. Let me spin it. Am I zoomed in too much or what? I guess not. Probably lost my bait. Yeah, that's what I thought. If your bobber bumps one time and that's it, doesn't bump again after that, you've probably lost your bait. It's time to check it. Folks, I'm getting another bite, but there's a damn jet taking off. So, got another one. By the way, folks, it's 7:30. That plane, that jet takes off every morning at 7:30. This one's kind of got an orange belly, but he's a little smaller. He's a lot, actually, he's a lot smaller than that other one, but still got an orange belly. Bye-bye. This is what I mean about giving him a seizure. He ain't got no seizure. There he goes. Put a hook through him and he goes crazy. You didn't want to see that, didn't we? We got another. Maybe not. Nope, we don't. Turn off the camera. Turn the damn camera off. It's happening again. They're taking it and leaving it. It seems like they grab it and they go down with the bobber and then they spit it out. Yep, got him this time. It's a baby. He's a pisser. It's a little pisser. He ain't got, well, he's kind of yellow. I guess he's more yellow than anything. Folks, I'll try to show this to you. I don't know if I can, but my line is seriously getting twisted. Did you see that? Look at my black shirt, and you'll be able to see the line because of the contrast. See how my line is twisting like that? I'm going to have to re-spool this. Yeah, you see that? You can see that, I'm pretty sure. If you just look at my black shirt, you can see the contrast. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have to re-spool this because, or I'm gonna have to take that bobber and that hook and all that off of it, and put just a weight on there, or some other kind of lure, and sling it way the hell out there, and reel it back in with my finger on the line like this. You know, pinch the line with your finger and your thumbnail and reel it in, and that's a good way to get a lot of the twists out of your line. Yeah, my line's twisted big time. Gonna have to fix that. Till then, let's fish and let's finish our drink, let me go ahead and add right now, when your line gets twisted like that, you need to be very, very cautious when you start reeling it in, because you don't want to reel a twist up into there. You want to pull back and stretch that line out, and that'll pull a lot of that twist out as you pull on it. I mean, you see that twist? As you pull on it, it removes that twist. Well, it doesn't remove it, it just expands it. You don't want to reel that twist up into your spool, because that'll really screw you up. And the way I do that is I pull tension on my line when I start reeling it in, or I put my thumb and finger on the line and reel it in like that. So let's try that again. I just thought that I should tell you that. Folks, I've got another fish, but while I'm catching him, I just found a cricket on the outside of the cricket cage. One of the ones that I dropped off and he landed in the canoe. He came back to the cage to try to get into the, he wanted to be with the rest of the crickets. So I looked down there, and he's on the damn outside of the cage, trying to be with the rest of the crickets. This is what I caught now, folks. And this one is big enough to put, or small enough to put on the other pole for a bass. Let's try that. Like always, he jumped out of my hand when I tried to hook him. He jumped in the water, so I ain't got no bait no more. We on again. Another small one. This is what you catch with crickets. I imagine you'll catch something big. Got another yellow belly. You probably catch a bass. Oh, get the... He just poked me in the toe, by the way. Oh, it's bleeding. Yeah, he poked me in the toe with one of his spikes. Anyway, as I was saying, you probably will catch bass with a cricket. But so far I have caught a bunch of little bluegill. That's it. And my line is twisted and turned and ruined. And I'm getting there myself. Damn, he got me right in the toe. Bye, folks. Not bye, but I'll be back in a minute. That's another one. Oh, he let off. Dang. Try again. Yep. One more time. This one's a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. What we got? Orange belly. There we go. Gonna have to do surgery on him. He swallowed the damn hook. Be back in a minute. That was too far. Way too far down his throat. I didn't want to hurt him anymore, so I just cut the line. The hook will come out later. I believe that. I will redo my shit with another hook. I needed to anyway because my line was starting to get a little bit, I don't know if you can see that. It's starting to get curly around my weight and my bobber. Everything from my bobber down was curly, all crooked, so let me redo this shit and I'll be right back. Folks, I got about 5 more minutes of this right here in this spot because the sun is fixing to peek over the top of this tree and I'm not going to be in the shade no more. So this is either the end of this video or maybe, I don't know, I'll try going around like I usually do. I don't know. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. If this is the end of this video, bye. If not, stay tuned. And just like always, as the sun comes up, the wind starts picking up, and now my canoe is going everywhere. I'm starting to freaking have to battle the winds to keep my canoe straight. Oh, got a bite? No, we don't. One last fish is all I asked for. One more fish. Probably ain't got no bait. Yeah, I do got some bait. But as I cast over there, the canoe is turning that way. So I've got to reposition the canoe. My bait flew off, folks. Things aren't working so well for me anymore. The weather's getting bad. The sun's coming up and the wind's starting to blow about 4 miles or 3 miles an hour. I can't keep the canoe straight. I'm losing control of the vessel. Folks, I probably need to get my life jacket out. I'm losing control of the vessel. Let's try one more piece of bait. Let's put him in a seizure. Ah! Did y'all see that? He had a quick seizure. Well, let's try one more. Yeah, the water's starting to get a ripple on it. Not behind me, but over there it's got a ripple to it. We'll try it again, but folks, this video's about over. I think I'm gonna go cook an omelet or something like that. Okay, folks, this has become more work than play. Trying to keep the damn canoe straight in this wind. I ain't catching anything anymore. It's just that time of day. I know. I've been fishing this lake long enough to know when it's time to quit. For my style of fishing, I don't know, you may have a different style of fishing to where you can come out here and catch this crap during the sunlight, but look at me. I'm a white boy. I can't handle that sun. I don't know what it is about me. I just don't like the sun. I can't see. My eyes, I got bright blue eyes. Can't see too good. The sun blinds me. Light blinds me. I'm sensitive to light. It bothers me. It gives me a headache. My mother's the same way. She has to wear ultraviolet glasses because she has an allergy. They call it an allergy to light. I don't think it's an allergy. I think it's she's just sensitive to light. Anyway, yeah. I'm on my way home, folks. We've had a good day fishing with the crickets. It didn't start out so damn good, did it? But we turned it around. I found a good little old honey hole, and that gives me an idea to take a treetop or some good branches and throw out here in the middle of the damn lake and create my own little honey hole. I mean, there's spots around the edges, but to be able to fish out there in the middle like that, to have a nice little honey hole where it's deep water, you can get some bigger fish. It gives the bigger fish a habitat, and if you know where it's at, you can catch bigger fish. Thanks for watching. This is the second episode of Fishing with Crickets and a Blue Cup.